Omari Hutchinson's potential move from Chelsea. At just 20 years old, Hutchinson is already attracting interest from European clubs, highlighting his status as a rising star. Ipswich should consider securing Hutchinson on a permanent deal, given his important role in the team's success and his bright future. Fabrizio Romano recently reported that a number of European teams are monitoring the 20-year-old's progress this season, so Chelsea could make multiple offers for the player in the summer, when he only has 1 year remaining on his contract at Stamford. His recent form has given him the opportunity to be a marker in Ipswich's bid for automatic promotion, and he could be an important player in their next game. Chelsea could receive a bigger penalty than Everton and Nottingham Forest. According to a football finance specialist, Chelsea may drop more points than Everton and Nottingham Forest. While the Blues have not been accused of breaching the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules, or PSR, they will find it difficult to comply, given that they have spent almost £1 billion on players under Todd Bailey. The Blues could be in trouble. Former Manchester City financial advisor Stefan Borson believes Chelsea may be in danger as they go into a second successive season without playing in a European league. Premier League teams are required by the PSR to lose no more than £105 million in 3 years, and Chelsea will struggle to comply with the rules without the financial boost that comes from competing in European competitions. This year, from an operational point of view, will be worse than last year because they don't have the Champions League in Europe at all, Borson said on TalkSport. Really, they have to find buyers for Trevoh Chalobah for £20m, Armando Broja for £40m, and Conor Gallagher for £50m. That's the kind of agreement that needs to be made. And by the way, everything has to be done by June 30th. Chelsea are interested in recruiting Lautaro Martinez at the end of the season. According to a report from HC, Chelsea are hoping to bring in a reliable goalscorer, and they have identified Martinez as a potential target. Martinez has been in outstanding form for Inter Milan this season and would be a fantastic acquisition for the Blues. Martinez scored 26 goals in all competitions this season, and he will look to help his team win the league title this season. Inter Milan is advancing in the title race, and they must be able to win the competition. He has proven himself in Italian football, and it remains to be seen if he is open to a new challenge in the summer. However, Chelsea will not be able to give him a chance to play in the Champions League next season, and that could be a big problem in attracting the world's best players. Edson Alvarez has revealed how close he was to Chelsea during his time at Ajax. Alvarez claims he was close to signing for Chelsea months before he joined West Ham. Alvarez claims he is an hour away from boarding the plane that will take him to sign for Chelsea. However, he claims that Ajax decided at the last moment that he would not leave the club. Alvarez said in an interview with Caliente TV, "Actually, in the 3rd year at Ajax, I had to go to Chelsea. The plane was waiting for me at the airport. When Ajax told me, you know, you are not going, believe it or not, it makes no difference to me. I am the one who is here and who lives it. I was an hour away from getting on the plane to join Chelsea, and Ajax told me, you're not going. So you're not going, what are you doing? There's no way you're going." After that, Chelsea significantly changed their midfield options with Fernandes, Caicedo, Palmer, Romeo Lavia, Ugochukwu, Chukwuemeka, and Cesare Casadei. Chelsea are thought to be interested in Brentford's Ivan Toney. According to The Sun, Spanish and Italian clubs have also followed Toney. However, the same media claim that Ivan Toney has told his advisors he does not want to leave the Premier League and is open-minded to staying in the capital amid interest from Chelsea and West Ham United. This means a move to Stamford Bridge is more than possible, and the reported price also sounds quite reasonable. According to the Daily Mirror, Brentford will have to soften their stance if they want to sell Toney this summer and could now be forced to do the business for £60 million. Brentford clearly don't want to lose him, but with his contract expiring in 2025, they may have no choice but to agree a deal in the summer. Anthony Robinson really wants to be recruited by Chelsea this summer. Ben Chilwell and Marc Cucurella are both experiencing injury problems. Therefore, the Blues are reportedly interested in adding new players to this position when the transfer window opens again. One of those most heavily linked in recent weeks is Fulham star Anthony Robinson. Previous reports suggested they may be forced to pay a fee of around £35M to bring him in, given his strong season so far in the Premier League. He is the highest rated left-back according to Who Scored. If the Blues want to take on a left-back role this summer, another player they reportedly want to target is Alphonso Davies. He is yet to sign a new contract with Bayern Munich and is seen as a dream signing for Chelsea. Joe Cole urges Pochettino to bring in Luka Modric and Toni Kroos. Bringing in players like Modric and Kroos could be just what Chelsea need to get back on track. Cole believes midfielders can also help young players develop at Chelsea and be good examples for those who have struggled so far. Talking about the possible additions that Chelsea could make ahead of next season, Cole said that the opportunity to bring in Modric and Kroos on a free transfer would be a shame to turn down. He said, "I want to bring in some experienced players who will determine the direction. I wonder if Luka Modric will have his contract expired. Would he like to come and play in the Premier League another year? He is still doing many things at Real Madrid, and he helps Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Valverde. He will have a big influence on young players. Toni Kroos is 34 years old. Does he want to test himself at his age? Come here and help this young Chelsea squad. Those are just the names that come to mind." Chelsea continues to monitor Jamal Musala's contract talks. At the age of 21, Musala is already one of the most talented midfielders in world football, but with his contract expiring in 2026, he has the potential to be brought in from a Bundesliga team. Data from Sky Sports rates Musala very highly. He has an estimated transfer value of €96.7 million, making him one of the most valuable players in the world. Apart from that, experts believe he has the potential to become the world's best player. If he moves to Chelsea, Sky Sports predicts he will immediately become the Blues' best player. But the transfer to Stamford Bridge was also a big mistake, experts say. Although Musiala could get a lot of playing time at Chelsea, there is a feeling that they lack the style and formation to maximize his qualities. Signing a new contract with Bayern would be a smart move for Musiala's development, rather than joining Chelsea. Romano explains why Conor Gallagher hasn't signed a new contract. Conor Gallagher is approaching the final year of his £50, $000 a week contract at Stamford Bridge, meaning that Chelsea will need to either give Gallagher a new contract or consider selling him to avoid the risk of losing their asset on a free transfer. Fabrizio Romano now provides the latest news regarding the player's current situation. The Italian journalist dismissed suggestions that Gallagher wants a big salary increase and that his demands are blocking the deal that has been agreed with Chelsea. Instead, Romano has stated in his Substack column that the club is still deciding what to do with Gallagher and is considering financial fair play. According to the transfer expert, Gallagher's lack of signing a new contract has nothing to do with asking for too much money. The £80 million player could be Chelsea's top target. According to HTC, Osimhen remains at the top of Chelsea's list of candidates ahead of the summer transfer window. However, the same outlet reports that Martinez has now also emerged as a priority target and is someone the Blues could look to if they are unable to sign their Serie A rivals. Martinez's price won't be cheap. Sportslens claimed in January that Inter valued the 26-year-old at a minimum of £80 EM. It is a signing that Mauricio Pochettino would most likely welcome, and the Argentinian once praised his compatriot as one of the best strikers in the world. In 26 Serie A matches, Martinez has scored 23 goals. Bakary Sagna talks about one of Chelsea's best stars this season. Sagna thinks Gusto could be one of the best. He said, "Gusto is dynamic, fast and good one-on-one. He performed well at Lyon, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him shine at Chelsea because he has all the qualities to be an important player." Chelsea are in a rebuilding process at the moment, and Gusto has done well, but he can do even better in the coming seasons. He has the qualities to be the best right back in the Premier League. if he continues playing like this throughout the season. If there were 10 other players in the team performing at his level, we would perform even better. Considering his €31 million price tag, we can say that he looks like one of the best purchases we've made in recent years. Dujuan Richards trains with the Chelsea first team. Even though this week there is an international break, training continues for Chelsea players who are not representing their country this time. This week, 18-year-old 10-cap Jamaican international striker Dujuan Richards was spotted training under Mauricio Pochettino with the first team group, and this isn't the first time recently either. The Blues have recently brought in some of the best quality young talent from around the world, and many of them have gone on to be involved in the first team squad to some degree.